Hey guys, what's going on? It's Vic here, back in the Madden 21 video, and we are getting back into the Brooklyn Bulls franchise, and I'm starting to slowly get the hang of this team. Some of you guys may want me to start tanking for a better draft pick so that way I can get a better quarterback or something like that, because from what I can see, there's only one good quarterback in the class, and we are also on a bye week, so I'll just simulate some training and do some player scouting real quick, just scout the top players. And some of you guys asked me to just start tanking, and I'm not going to do that just yet. If I get 9 losses, I will consider tanking. But I don't want to, get 9 losses and then purposely lose every game, because then every episode would be boring. And I just don't want to do that from that point. So we're upgrading Calvin Johnson and all these other players here that I shouldn't really need to upgrade, but I am doing it anyways. Eric Way is a wide receiver, so I would him to continue to go into deep threat. So in the draft, I would like to get... well, actually, it's really hard to look into the draft from here, but first of all, I'm not picking up a wide receiver. I will consider picking up a second-string halfback. I might consider doing a second-string halfback in free agency, maybe I would say, but I'm not picking up a halfback or receiver in the draft. Quarterback is a need. Tight end, I will consider it. Interior offensive line is definitely a need, and pass rush is definitely a need off the edge. That's a big thing. The defensive tackles has been playing amazingly. Just Godwin in general, the defensive tackle, and Tony Bynes have both been playing amazingly, even though they're both low overalls. They're the only ones that I feel like get actual pressure, and it's very, very cool to see. And yeah, I'm just going to scout some more of the top players here. I didn't need to scout that receiver. Tight end, defensive back. Defensive back is another massive thing. So I'm also going to be using safeties now, because what I've noticed from watching the replays is safeties are brain dead during run plays. They just stand there and still act like it's a cover play. There's no flea flickers in Madden, so why should you be worried? So I scream up the middle with a free safety. Now, I'm going to be using free safeties and strong safeties. Linebackers I don't really seem to do good with. They just don't have a lot of speed, and it's just frustrating to deal with them a lot of the times. So I'm going to continue to use her as safety. I know a lot of you guys are saying, oh, it's a lot easier to use her a linebacker than as a safety. For me, it's not, because it's easier to shut down a run play with a safety, in my opinion. But Marco Bingham does have an upgrade, and all I'm hoping for is one of these players that I drafted. Like, I have a lot of guys on my team that have hidden development, and at least one of them has to have Superstar X Factor or Superstar. I'm hoping one of them at least has Superstar X Factor. But looking into it, Stephen Connor, the outside linebacker, has returned from injury, as we're going to play at home against the Las Vegas Raiders, who are 1-5. So I don't know if we should be able to beat them. Derek Carr is actually pretty good in simulation. Not in simulation, but in the game in general. He throws dots all the time. The offensive line in tackle position is not bad. It's just interior offensive line really frustrates me. Tight ends, I would like to maybe replace in the draft. I don't quite know what I want to do with that yet. And again, interior offensive line is horrible, except Will Clapp, because Will Clapp is the absolute GOAT. And Fenderson, this middle linebacker, he pisses me off so much sometimes. He's in coverage a lot, and he just looks like a run stopper. He doesn't cover at all. And a lot of these guys don't cover at all except Hayward. Hayward is actually pretty solid at coverage. And yeah, maybe I'll even get a kicker in free agency. Free agency is probably going to be the biggest look of this team, and definitely I will look into that. But first, we're going to look into the roster of the Las Vegas Raiders. I have to get used to calling them that, but it sounds better than Oakland Raiders, I'm not going to lie. But the Las Vegas Raiders have Josh Jacobs as their top player. No surprise. Derek Carr, 84 overall. Mentioned him before. Josh Jacobs, 97 overall. That's a lot. Henry Ruggs, Tyrell Williams, and Hunter Renfrow. Darren Waller, Colton Miller. The O-line, I had kind of like a voice crack there. Is amazing. The O-line is amazing. Max Crosby, Chase Young. I forgot we traded him there for draft picks. Yikes. That is going to be a big problem for us, especially since he has an X Factor. Marquise Hurst and Brandon Scarlett. No, I don't even know who that is. Corey Littleton, Trayvon Mullen, Jordan Lewis, and LaMarcus Joyner. Okay, Marcus Williams, who is injured, they apparently picked him up from free agency. And Landon Collins, who we also traded him away for draft picks because we had to trade away the entire team. If you don't understand what I mean by that, please go watch the first episode of this series. But anyways, guys, other than that, it is time to hop into this game against the Las Vegas Raiders. So here we are as the Las Vegas Raiders are starting with the ball. And I think that's open, wide open over the middle. Why are my safeties playing so deep? I'm in cover 2. What is this? And is this? No, it's not slants, but we're going to get in there with a sack. Who is that going to be? Fenderson, as I was just talking crap about him. Nice job. So they're going to take the field goal here as they're going to go up 3-0 against us at home. We are finally on offense now, as that's an inside zone. Luke Sanford is going to get a nice rush. He's doing pretty good so far. And I think I could have he slipped in the rain. Okay, I'm going to scramble here with Chase Samuels. What? What is that? Okay, explain to me. Let me watch this replay. Explain to me the logic behind this. So, I'm running. It's raining, blah, blah, blah. I understand the ball could be slippery. You know, he tackles me by my ankles, and I fumble the ball. He doesn't even touch my hands or my arm or anything. He doesn't even touch the ball. And I just magically decide to drop the ball as I'm running. Then it just happens to bounce off my shoulder and bounce directly to a Raiders player. Because logic is so good in this game. Look, what is that? He doesn't even get touched. But his arms, his upper body doesn't even get touched. That has no logical sense to it. And is this tight end sack? No, it's not. Oh, wow. Okay, that was quick. Kevin Clifford. I was coming in there screaming up the middle with the free safety. I didn't think he was going to get through. As I am using the safety like I always am. Ooh, that's a screenplay. Big man with the pick. Godwin is out here. Oh my gosh, and he runs out of stamina as he goes to the end zone. That is hilarious. Pick 6 for the big man on the defensive line. I never thought that would happen. That's awesome. So they have the ball back, obviously, after the pick 6. And that's going to be a Sneed, you are like a 67 overall. Go, don't let a lineman catch you. Please, thank you. Pick 6. We're going to go up 14-3 as this game has completely changed for us as we have a massive lead against the Las Vegas Raiders. Oh, whoa. I wasn't even commentating. I didn't think that was gonna happen. Whoa, we gotta. Okay, so that is definitely gonna be turned over. Well, overturned, I should say. We're on defense. They didn't call that as a real fumble. So they're on offense now after that recall. And he's got all the time. Please, for the love of God, I have everything covered. And of course, Henry Ruggs moves upfield. See, that's what happens when we don't get pressure. It's just they move upfield, they change direction, completely destroy our defensive backs. They're in the red zone now just because of Henry Ruggs, and I'm screaming up here with Kevin Clifford. That's why you use a free safety, because they'll just sit there like they're brain dead and do nothing about the run. That's a slant. Saw that on the right side. That was wide open. They were running double slants. Slants in the red zone are so cheesy. It's so easy to get a touchdown. So it's 10-14. They have the ball again because of me, and they are going to get that. Really? Okay, Tony Bynes is injured too. That sucks. Josh Jacobs is going to get shut down. He's going to fumble as well, and we're going to get that ball. Let's go. That's amazing. Absolutely love that. Glenn Parker actually did something and recovered the ball. Okay, of course, it's going to be overturned because... Oh, I hate this game. Why do you bother telling me it's a fumble if it's going to be overturned every single time? Just don't bother doing that. 4th and inches, and ooh, I thought that was definitely a run. That was a nice play call. Play action. We sent an all-out blitz. I'm surprised we didn't get there, but they are definitely going to get to the first down. They're definitely deep in the red zone. 1st and goal. They're running, I think, a post or a slant. Please, someone get to him. Do something. Finally, someone gets there. That's going to be Garrison, the 3rd-string defensive tackle. They're going to take their field goal here in the red zone as they're going to still be down by 1 point. We have the ball right before half. Maybe we could do something, and we get sacked. Okay. That sucks. So they had the ball because we had a 3-and-out, and they managed to go downfield and get into field goal range. And will that get in there? Barely slips in there, and they're going to take the lead before half. So we have choked the second half as we were up 14-3. And Luke Sanford, I'm just going to continue to run with him. He's just the key to this offense, truly. And I'm going to roll outs here. That could be Chase Young. No, throw that. What a dime. Wow, that was really, really good, actually. We were deeper into the red zone. B might be there. Why are you moving to the left when I'm pushing to the right? B is going to be there for the check down, or A could be there. And I should have threw to A or B. I didn't know he was going to drop back into coverage. Max Crosby is going to get in there for the sack. So we're going to take our field goal here and hopefully get I shanked it. Too far to the left. That's what happens. And, ooh, that might be okay. I got juked out hard there. I got juked hard by Tyrell Williams. I thought he was going to go on a curl route. He did a stop and go and beat me on that route. That was completely my fault. 23-14. I'm going to go to this check down here with Firth, and he's going to get another first down. I'm trying to mix up the playbook, get a few new plays in. And I think A might be there. Firth is there again. He's got a lot of space upfield. The tight end is getting quite the receptions today. He's doing pretty good, actually. I think I have X there. Austin Woodson is going to have the touchdown. Austin Woodson in there for the first, I believe, passing TD of the day, 21-23. So it's 21-23. They are getting close into the touchdown range, and they are in it now in the red zone. Henry Ruggs tried to put a move on me. I didn't allow it. And Tony Bynes is injured once again. And this is the red. Please, pressure. Pressure. I'm going to have to come in there with a safety and do it myself. I still can't get in there. Somebody, please. Who is that? Glenn Parker, thank you for actually doing something. You are finally worth one of my top picks. No, you're actually not. And we're going to give this to Luke Sanford because he's been making plays, and he's doing it once again as he has a lot of space. Get that juke. Chase Young tackles me from behind. I could have been gone there. And it's 2nd and 1, trying to just go for the first down here. X will have that, and that is going to be Austin Woodson once again making another big play. And I think I could have Y here. No, our B is open. I think that's my running back. What a dime. Feet in bounds. They are. Wow, what a great play, actually. And I'm looking for RB once again, my halfback, and that's some edge pressure. I was trying to run up the middle to get off the edge pressure. X and Y were both open, but still, we're in the red zone once again. I'm looking for X here again, and I'm going... You're kidding me. In the final seconds of the game, you do that. Throw out of sack is the stupidest thing in this game. Landon Collins is going to get the interception. That's going to end the game. So it came down to the wire there as we had 10 seconds left on the clock, and all we had to do was throw it to Austin Woodson, who was open in the final seconds. It's just throw out of sack BS. So, I'm not going to lie, I kind of choked it there. We were up 14-3 before the half, and we allowed to go down before the half. Also, if I had made that field goal earlier, we wouldn't have to be in that stressful position, and I could just kick the field goal and we would win the game. But I missed the field goal earlier, so I put myself in that position. So that loss, I will completely take that. That was on me, as we are going to drop to 2-4. And that's going to be disappointing. A lot of you guys may be saying you should tank for a better pick. I'm not going to do that. I might trade up for a higher pick later in the draft, maybe earlier in the draft. It doesn't really matter to me. I'll still trade up to that pick probably to get that quarterback. He is not probably the top player on the board, but I still want him desperately. He's definitely the quarterback that I want of the future, as we're going to be playing the Eagles in the next week. We have 2 breakout players. Who is that, actually? I would like to recognize that face before I see it next episode. I don't want to click on it right now. It kind of looks like Marco Bingham, but at the same time it doesn't. Please, that kind of looks like Glenn Parker. Please don't tell me Glenn Parker gets a breakout challenge for doing one thing last week. He only did one thing. Here, let me check that again. Does that look like Glenn Parker? Is that anyone else? It doesn't look like Luke Sanford. It should be Luke Sanford if it should be anyone. It's not Deion Brown. Not any one of my receivers. I'm pretty sure that's Glenn Parker. Glenn Parker does not deserve a breakout challenge. He got 1 sack and 1 fumble recovery. That's all he did last week. Tony Bynes has been making plays left and right. And same with Godwin. He got a pick 6 last week, but you're going to give it to Glenn Parker. Okay, there's a lot of logic there. God, this game frustrates me, especially with those fumbles and that interception. A lot of things shouldn't happen there, but I see myself improving as a player overall. And if you guys are wondering, the sliders are very hard, and I'm playing on all Madden, so of course this is definitely going to be a hard series. That's just how it is. I want a challenge. I don't want it to be the Wheel of Franchise to where I win the Super Bowl in the very first season of Wheel of Franchise. I also upped the sliders on that just to let you guys know. But anyways, guys, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed this Brooklyn Bulls franchise episode. If you want more, make sure you like and or subscribe. Really helps out the channel. And other than that, guys, I'll see you guys all in the next one.